So in an hour, and without ever having to turn on my stove, I was able to prep our breakfast, lunches, and snacks for the next 3 days. Hi, good morning, and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing some meal prepping. Michael and I are attending a Comic-Con this weekend, and so anytime we're doing a Comic-Con, there's a lot of planning that goes into what we eat for that weekend, because we don't like to spend a ton of money on convention center food. As a vendor, we are there to make money, not spend money. So we try to keep our costs as low as possible. In order to make that happen, I have to plan and prep in advance and bring along anything that we anticipate that we're gonna need, and that is breakfast, that's lunch, snacks, beverages, all of it. So it probably goes without saying, but this is not going to be my normal Dollar Tree content. This is going to be Walmart groceries essentially, but these are still affordable ideas that pretty much anyone can do. And the premise of this is that it's also going to be a no-cook meal prep, because I found when I searched for meal preps, I got a lot of like fitness related videos, people who are just eating chicken, rice, and broccoli for the majority of their meals, and they had a full kitchen to cook with. But I feel like making this a no-cook meal prep opens it up to college students, people in temporary housing, people with limited kitchen space, and it's still going to be accessible, inexpensive meals you can make at home, prep in advance, and have some grab and go options throughout the week. So while it's specific to me and my situation about attending a Comic-Con, I'm trying to make these as realistic as possible towards pretty much any situation or anybody's scenario. So I only have about 2 hours before we have to leave, and I might be shooting myself in the foot by trying to film this because it does take me longer to do this when I'm filming, but I still think that the information is really good and I do want to make this video. So let's just go ahead and get started. So the first thing we're going to be making are some really easy and simple wraps. So here I have a salad kit. These are $4.74 at my local Walmart, and these will make a few wraps, and they come with all of the toppings. So you've got the lettuce, you've got some cooked proteins, you've got some cheese, and I can usually get about 2 to 3 wraps out of this, depending on the size tortilla. Now, Walmart actually gave me the wrong size tortilla. They gave me the taco size. And I am using these carb balanced tortillas, which are a little on the pricey side. These are $4.88 for 8 tortillas, and usually I get the bigger size, the burrito size. They accidentally gave me the taco size. But you can also use the Walmart brand tortillas. They are $2 a pack, and I think they're fantastic. And honestly, I should have gotten those, but I was trying to get some whole wheat, high fiber tortillas just to overall make this a little bit more of a hearty meal, because fiber keeps you full longer. So you can make this as simple as just preparing the salad and putting it in a wrap. But I do like to cut some of these down into smaller sizes, so I'm gonna be using a cutting board. But if you live in a small space or you don't have a full kitchen, then this is also something you can make by just preparing the salad in the container and then just throwing it on a tortilla and wrapping it up. And I actually got this idea from a page on here. I think she calls herself the Lazy Dietitian, but I'm not 100% sure. And I thought it was a fantastic idea, so I kind of adopted it. And I've been doing it for about 6 months or so, and I've really been enjoying it. So once I have everything cut down into more manageable pieces, I'm just going to toss it in the dressing, as much or as little as you want. I usually start off with about half the packet, and then if I need to add more, I will. Once it is well dressed, we're just going to toss this on a tortilla and wrap it up. So I'm going to have to adjust how I do this slightly, because these are a smaller tortilla than I would usually use. But I'm going to put on some of my salad mixture. And then for a really simple wrap, I'm just going to go ahead and fold this in half, tuck everything in, tuck one of the sides, and then fold it over so that I end up with a wrap. And then if anything falls out, go and just stuff that back in there. And then what I'm probably gonna do is secure this with a toothpick to make sure it doesn't come undone. And then this is gonna go into a container. I'll probably fit 2 of these in here. And I wouldn't prep these more than 24 hours in advance because they will get soggy. But I'm prepping them to eat for dinner tonight. Or I would usually eat them, prep them the night before and have them for lunch the following day. And so with that one salad kit, I was able to make 4 wraps, and then I still have dressing left over, so I can put this in a cup, which is what I will do, and use it for dipping like carrots or pepper strips or something like that. My boyfriend is much more of a fan of bell peppers than I am, so I'm going to pack in some pepper strips to go along with the ranch. And that is our first meal prep done, and all I used for this was a salad kit, tortillas, and a bell pepper. The second thing I'm going to be prepping are some fruit parfaits. Each of these yogurts was $2.36. The granola was $2.48, and the mixed fruit was $2.38. And this would make about 8 parfaits, but I'm only going to be prepping 4 today because these are something I only like to prep 2 days in advance. The first thing I'm going to be doing is chopping down my frozen fruit to make it like more bite-sized pieces, because as you can see, they're pretty large chunks. I'm trying to grab some of the pineapple off the bottom. And so I'm going to be doing about half the bag today. No precision, just rough chops. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. So I'm going to be prepping these today in some mason jars. You definitely don't have to use mason jars. I just thought that the mason jars would look nicer. So I have both strawberry and vanilla yogurt here. I'm going to be kind of layering them. I'm going to start with some vanilla yogurt in each of the jars at the bottom. And I do like to use a measuring cup. I think it just makes it easier to get accurate portions across all of the meal preps. Into each of those I can put some of our fruit that we have chopped up. And then I'm going to go in with a scoop of strawberry yogurt. And honestly, these containers might be a little bit too big for what I was going for, but again, this is fine. We make it work. I wholeheartedly believe that meal prepping is the best tool in your arsenal for saving money on groceries and reducing your overall food waste and consumption. And I know that it's been kind of coined by the fitness community, but I use it as a money-saving tool, mostly. And then each of these I'm going to top off with some more yogurt. So I'm going to do 2 with the strawberry and 2 with the vanilla. For the granola here, I have some plastic containers, and I'm just going to fill each of them up with the granola. These are airtight, so they won't get stale or anything. But you can also use Ziploc bags. I've used like snack-sized bags before. And then there is our second no-cook meal prep option, just some fruit and yogurt parfaits. Our third option is one of the more expensive ones. I have a ham and turkey sub kit here. This was $9.62. I have a 1-pound package of sliced sharp cheddar. This was $4.22. And then I have these family-sized, these are the snack stacks, so they're the individually sleeved club crackers. This is $4.98. So this is about $20 total, which is a lot, but it makes a lot. Now, if you wanted to add some variety, you can pick up more than one flavor of cheese and another kind of meat option. I have some pepperoni and some pepper jack here, and those are for mine because that's my favorite combination. But you definitely don't need to have more than one. You could just do one. So I'm going to start with prepping Michael's lunchbox, and I am just going to take this deli cheese and we're just gonna slice it into squares. Since it's pre-sliced, it's really easy and quick. Grab 2 of my lunchbox containers. I'm gonna put a sleeve of crackers along with these stacks of cheese. So the way that these kits come is that each of these like little stacks has 4 slices of ham and supposedly, 4 slices of ham and 4 slices of turkey, and they're kind of all stacked together. I do like to go ahead and just fold these up into quarters to put them in the lunchbox because we need to move fairly quickly whenever we're taking our like break to eat. So I'm going to put 8 slices of ham and 8 slices of turkey in each of Michael's boxes. All right, and there is number 3 of our no-cook meal preps. And so far I'm 40 minutes in. I've done all of this in just 40 minutes. And then I just wanted to show you mine. This only took me a few minutes to throw together as well. Mine is exactly the same, except for I'm doing pepper jack and pepperoni, which is a lot faster because I don't have to fold up the pepperoni like I did the deli ham. I did mention that we need snacks as well, so I have some baby cut carrots, seedless red grapes. I saw this chocolate peanut butter trail mix, and this actually sounds like a really fun sweet treat. It's got peanuts and all sorts of odds and ends, even like Muddy Buddies in it. And then I already had these on hand, so I'm probably gonna pack a few of these. These are the Smokehouse Almonds. These are our favorite flavor. So I've gone ahead and filled up a container with my red grapes. I've also divided the peanut butter trail mix into 4 sandwich-sized snack bags. And I filled up a container with the baby carrots as well. The reason I put everything into containers like this rather than just bags for the most part is so that everything is neatly stackable and I can put it all in my lunchbox for the day. I do have a large insulated lunchbox and I'll pack these along with some ice packs to bring with us. That is my convention weekend prep routine. I know you're wondering to yourself, where is dinners? But most realistically speaking, at the end of a 10 to 12 hour day, we're probably just gonna hit a drive-through on our way home. In this case, we are commuting to this show. It's an hour drive each way, and we're doing that to save costs on a hotel as well. So in an hour, and without ever having to turn on my stove, I was able to prep our breakfast, lunches, and snacks for the next 3 days. And so I consider that to be a win, and I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you again soon.